Hey, what is up guys? My name is Oleg, this is Bond. Welcome back to the channel. So G-Shock, they have a huge following and Casio itself is a huge brand. But to be honest, they never really appealed to me. I'm not a huge fan of digital watches in general, so digital watches in general don't really appeal to me. So that's why I was never really interested in a G-Shock. Again, nothing against G-Shock, nothing against Casio. I know they have their following, I know they have their appeal. Well, a couple of things happened that led me towards this purchase of my first G-Shock. Number one, I am preparing for a marathon. So I've been training quite a bit and I've been looking for a perfect watch to train in. I trained in a Zelos, I tried the diver watches. It doesn't work. They're too heavy, so a digital watch is probably a way to go. The second thing that led me towards the purchase of a G-Shock is me reading Watch Time magazine and seeing an article about G-Shock watches and how iconic they are and how they sold over 100 million copies and how they're probably the best-selling watch out there. And third thing that happened, I was reading A Man in His Watch and again saw a picture of one of the iconic G-Shock designs. So I couldn't ignore signs anymore. I had to get my hands on a G-Shock. Let's get started with the unboxing. I really like the box that they used for this. More specifically, I like the taping paper. Very festive, although it's way past the holiday season. But you know what? Holiday season lives on in our hearts. Great packaging, Amazon. Good way to waste a lot of space. I mean, do we really need this giant box for this tiny little G-Shock box? Just, you know, ship it like this. Wrap it, even put it in an envelope. I thought this watch was supposed to be really tough. Why do you need so much extra protection? Makes no sense to me. This is my first time unboxing any G-Shock watch ever. Of course, I've had experience with G-Shock watches, never owned one, as I said in the intro of this video, but I have held some and wore them. So this is not totally brand new experience for me. Nevertheless, it's interesting to see what it actually comes with when you unbox it. So just a cheap paper box. I mean, this is $100 watch or $80 watch, so can't expect too much. All right, so G-Shock warranty, whole bunch of instructions. I think this is one of the only watches that I will actually read the instructions for. It actually has like a little pocket here. That's interesting. And it has even more instructions, I guess. Like, what's all of this? I don't know. But you can see the model number here. Because to be honest, I don't know the exact reference for this watch. I will, of course, put it in the description below and I will link to the Amazon page where I purchased this watch. But I don't know the exact model number. And there it is. First thing I noticed is that the watch is very light. I bet this will be very comfortable to wear. And it's much smaller than I expected it would be. For some reason in my head I always picture G-Shock watches as being really ginormous and taking over your whole wrist. This one here looks quite small. Of course, in a full review I will measure the size, but I'm sure you can just find that out with a quick Google search. So you don't need to wait for the full review to find out the actual size of the watch. But yeah, I think it fits the wrist really well. One thing that I'm confused about, and excuse my ignorance for those of you who are G-Shock fans, the time is wrong. Now, I was under the impression that these watches are radio signal controlled. So once every 24 hours or so, they're supposed to get radio signal with exact time and they're supposed to adjust to that exact time. As you can see right now, it's totally wrong. I wonder why. Did it not get the signal today? But I mean, that's way wrong. Where I live in Canada, maybe there is no signal, no radio signal. Really puzzled about that. Please let me know in the comment section if you know about the radio signal issues, especially if you live in Canada on the West Coast. Yeah, the quality feels pretty good. It's soft. Of course, it's brand new, so it's still that shiny, without scratches, without any dings. I'm looking forward to add some character, so to speak, to this watch, to really beat it up, to really put it through the ringer and see how well the watch will perform. One of the reasons why I went for this specific model is because it has the solar battery, and supposedly even if the watch doesn't get any sunlight for up to 10 months, it will still run, it will still keep perfect time. What's this button do? Oh, that's the light. Look at that. The watch also has 200 meters of water resistance. So it's kind of an all-around perfect, tough watch for sporting activities. Alright guys, so that was the unboxing and my initial impressions of my first G-Shock. It feels really tough. Well, I guess that's the idea behind it, but it feels like I can throw this watch around, give it to Bond to chew on, and nothing will really happen to it, which is kind of cool. It's kind of cool to have a tool like this in your toolkit. I look at it more as a tool and not really as a watch. Maybe this is just me, but so far, very positive impressions, and I'm excited to train in this watch. Now, which brings me to my next point. I shared with you that I'm training for this marathon. Well, part of training for a marathon is running a lot. And I've been listening to the same music over and over again. You know how you have your training playlist and it's the same, whatever, 50 songs. I'm kind of getting tired of it. So in the comment section below, if you want to, please do share with me and the rest of the watch community your training playlists in Spotify. Now, I only use Spotify for listening to music, so if you share it with Apple Music or some other streaming service, unfortunately, I don't have subscriptions to those services. So Spotify playlists, the music that you listen to, any good songs that I should check out, any cool albums that I should check out, maybe even share your personal playlists or your top tracks for 2018. I would really appreciate that because I've been on a hunt for some good music to train to. By the way, today on my wrist, I'm wearing my vintage Timex. I purchased this one for $5 at a flea market. Absolutely love this watch, and I currently have it, of course, on this black NATO strap. Also, in the description of this video, there is a secret link. Check it out if you want to. Thanks for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you had fun, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.